So as you guys could tell from the title of this video, we're going to be talking about how to apply directly into grad school right out of high school. And since this is something that a lot of people don't know, I'd figure I'd share my knowledge and let you guys know what kind of options are out there. So getting into grad school could be a tolling task for a lot of people, and those who didn't apply right out of high school know how difficult the process can be. So taking the GREs, reapplying into colleges, getting all those patient contact hours, all that could be really stressful and be really hard to eventually get into PA school. But by applying right out of high school, you guarantee a spot in a lot of schools. You guarantee a spot in the program before you even started undergrad. So how this works, so initially you start off by sending your applications to a bunch of different schools. I'm going to share a link in the description. I'm also going to go on the website with you guys to show you how to do the research yourselves. Pretty much what these schools do, they offer 6-year programs or 7-year programs that you apply to directly out of high school. And this makes getting into PA school a whole lot easier, because once you get into that undergrad program, as long as you keep a cumulative GPA a lot of the times over a 3.2, which is definitely doable, you get saved a seat directly into that PA program of the school that you applied to. So this makes it a lot easier to get into grad school because you don't have to worry about accumulating those thousands of hours. I know a lot of schools in my area need at least 1,500 to 2,000 hours just to be a strong candidate for the position. In addition to that, you don't have to go through the hassle of reapplying to schools because, like I said, as long as you keep the GPA, you're guaranteed a spot in the program. And another good thing is that there's not a lot of stress and not a lot of competition between the students in the program that you'd be in. So a lot of the times in undergrad where you're going to have to reapply to grad school, you're sort of competing against all the other students, hoping to get a better GPA than them so you could have a better shot of getting into grad school when you're reapplying. But in this case, there is no competition because the majority of the time they save you a seat regardless of how many students are in the class. Like for example, in my class, I started off with approximately 42 students, and granted there's only approximately 35 students left because some left because they didn't like it, others dropped out because of grades. But regardless, if 42 people started the program, they would have enough seats for 42 people in their grad program. So that's definitely very beneficial because it not only saves you the time of having to take a gap year, but it also saves you the stress of competing with other people and having to go through that whole reapplication process. So this is a great website that you guys could go on called thepalife.com that gives you access to all the 40 physician assistant programs that are straight through in the United States. And it's important to note that all these programs are accredited. So I know there are a lot of other PA schools right now that they're in the process of being accredited, but they aren't currently 100% ready. So why I like this website is it gives you the links to all of the schools and colleges that have these straight through programs, and it also gives you a little bit of information, so it gives you a little bit of a summary of how long their pre-professional phase is and their professional phase. So for example, the school that I went to had a 3.5-year undergrad and a 2.5-year grad, while a lot of other schools have differing ranges of time frames for their pre-professional and professional phase. And another great fact about this website is that it tells you whether or not that their undergrad is competitive going into their grad phase. I know earlier on in this video I said that all schools aren't competitive, and that was one of the main selling points of why you should go into a straight through program. But looking on here, although there are a lot of schools that are not competitive, see all the no's stand for non-competitive, there are a few schools that are a few and far between that are competitive, but you just have to look at the schools and do more of your own research to find out more information on the possibilities that these schools can present. Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like down below, and if you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comment box and I'll be sure to get back to them. And subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video and want more content like this. Oh, and one quick thing, if you guys have any comments relating the video itself, whether it's the editing, the audio quality, or anything like that, make sure to leave a comment about that below, because
it's my first video and it probably came out a little rough. So if you have any comments regarding that, please leave them down below as well. Thanks, guys.